I think that, I mean, I'm not an artist, and I've never even tried because I know I wouldn't be any good at it. Although I'm an artist in my own way, for example, in teaching. I'm a very good teacher. The kids really respond extremely well to me. Even as I get older, they really like me as a teacher. And I think there's something creative about putting a collection together, finding the pieces. And it's interesting, you know, in the beginning you buy a few pieces because they speak directly to you and you like them. And then gradually the collection starts to take a certain identity, and then it makes demands. So I've bought pieces that I can put in another building, but in this particular building, not everything fits. And so there's a kind of creative element of, first of all, recognizing that, and then finding the pieces that would fit into it. And then once you get them, moving pieces around so that they really work. I mean, I'm delighted with a lot of this collection. It just seems to me I can't imagine changing it. On the other hand, in my office, for example, I've made a few changes over the years. And just a few months ago, I lent some pieces and I got them back. And I started to think there was something that wasn't quite right. And then after a little while, I discovered something, and then I was absolutely delighted. And there's no doubt about it that there is a kind of curatorial moment here, and it involves a certain amount of creativity. Yeah, I think they're wonderful pieces here, and they do speak. One of the things I like about this collection is there's very little of it that's in your face. And so if I have colleagues who have offices who aren't terribly interested in this art, they can kind of disregard it. But if you want to engage with it, a lot of it is very strong, and it makes a statement about life and death and hope and suffering, and as well as about beauty. And it's there, and it's to be taken, if you will, or to be engaged with by people. And if they engage with it, they'll get something out of it. I think in itself it's a great collection, and I'm delighted to have been able to put it together and to share it with so many people. And I hope that St. Mike's will take care of it in the future. I've certainly been thinking about how I might be able to help that in some way, perhaps by getting some money together that would at least guarantee perhaps someone from the outside who's in the art world who could perhaps come in a few times a year to ensure that everything's in good order and get things fixed up that needed to be, and maybe do a few tours with people. There are various possibilities, and certainly I'm thinking about that. I mean, in one way, I mean, I'm very modest about this. This is not a big collection. It's not a terribly expensive collection. It's been a wonderful thing. I've enjoyed it. I love sharing it. And I think I've given an example to St. Mike's of what can be done with it. And I just hope that they will pick up on that in the future.